I was recently commissioned to shoot a family on the other side of the country in Malibu. An amazing gig that covered my flight, my accommodation, travel, and all things in between. Since I don't normally spend time in LA in the West Coast, the first thing I thought of was how I can maximize the most out of my travel. Who can I shoot? Who can I collaborate with? How can I efficiently maximize my time while I'm over there and get some great new work for my portfolio? I had about 2 weeks to figure it out, so I went to email, social media, and friends. I started with friends and friends of friends and friends that either lived in LA or knew people out there. Then I blasted social media and reached out to about 50 people that I admired and wanted to work with. After a few days, I heard nothing. Crickets. I kept with my daily reach outs, and with only a few days left before my travels, I was actually overwhelmed with opportunity and amazing subjects to shoot. So I'm going to travel from Thursday to Sunday. I got 9 bookings in 4 days. Absolutely mental how this all came together. You put in the work and everything just kind of falls into place. I'm really glossing over the production side of things, all of the logistics. It was a crazy task, a crazy amount of work. But that's what we are. We're professional troubleshooters. So it was a fantastic exercise. Let's just go right through the days. Thursday. The day I flew out, I had a 6-hour flight with all my gear. When I landed, I had my first shoot with a DJ and a producer, Lee Foss. I landed in LA, got my rental car, drove right to his home in Topanga. An incredible drive to my first location. Lee was so gracious to let me into his house, and we got to work right away. I interviewed him, shot some incredible photos in Super 8mm, and got to hang out and see what his studio was like and just chat about life. Friday. I ended up staying in Santa Monica, close to my shoot location for the reason I was here, the family commission in Malibu. Very cool. The places photography takes you. Since this was a private commission, I won't show the final images here, but let's just say the location was incredible. I had an incredible day making photos. Days like this is what makes me love what I do. That evening I drove back to LA, checked into my hotel, and had a dinner with friends and prepped for my 2 sittings the next day. Saturday. The next day I drove to Woodland Hills to shoot artist Tatiana Kolovoshko in her studio. If you've been watching this channel, you know I love going in blind to locations and figuring out the best way to shoot and find the best light. This was quite a test since the studio was a huge office building with 0 natural light. But Tatiana had a small light to shoot her paintings, and I was able to use that to shoot her in front of her work. I brought a backdrop, and me and her were able to go shoot outside where the light was incredible. We got some fantastic images, and then I wrapped and went to my next location, all the way to Manhattan Beach to shoot artist Alex Winston. Her management asked her TV, set up the sitting, and brought a couple of props. She had a really cool house near the beach and set up a really kitschy sky backdrop on her front lawn, and we got to work. Again, I shot Super 8mm, a bunch of stills, and had a nice sitting. The images turned out great, and shoot 4 of the trip was done. 4 hours of driving that day, plus shooting, really wears you out. Sunday. The next day I rented a studio and had 3 subjects come to me. I was able to chill for the morning and prep, and my shoot started at 3 p.m. downtown Los Angeles. My first subject was artist and designer Georgina Trevino. We did a Cher-inspired shoot with all of her designs. I interviewed her about her process, shot Super 8mm, 35mm, and digital stills. This shoot was incredible. When the entire team just clicks, you create magic, and that's what we did on set. This is yet to come out, but here's a small preview.
And I think it's something that before I wasn't aware that could be influential in my work, and now I'm very proud of it. We are a minority, and we're lucky that we're that because that makes us more special. And it would be stupid if you're not highlighting that in your work.
After that shoot wrapped, I was able to collaborate with a close friend on his latest music project, The Yard. He still needed some visuals to match his already incredible aesthetic that he's been putting out, And it was great treating this like a job and just letting Cam do all the heavy lifting creatively so I can be a hired gun and do my thing. After that, Cam invited another artist named Sophie Powers to come through the studio. She brought a couple of outfits and we had a great but short sitting. The light was incredible in the studio as the sun was setting. 3 shoots in one day is insane, but also it was just magic. Everything fell into place. Again, instead of resting, I went and met up with friends for dinner and had a laugh. I made it back to my hotel to charge batteries and prep for my last day. Monday. The next day I had 2 shoots, another artist with the management company Astor TV and our artist Rin Weaver. I stuck to the script for this one and did the same workflow. Interviews, 8mm portraits. She lived in a cool eclectic apartment with great light and we got to work. This one was super fun, no agenda, no plan, just pure collaboration. She also had a very cute cat named Chicken.
This cutie.
We shot for a few hours and I was off to Pacoima to shoot my last subject. Artist Isaac Paleo in his home and studio. I was in a bit of a rush since I had to catch a flight that evening, but we got a solid 1.5 hours to shoot portraits in his backyard and studio. I always love entering into an artist's space to see how they work, and Isaac's place was incredible. We finished shooting, I took a huge sigh of relief, and drove straight to the airport to catch my flight. All in all, I got a free trip to LA. I made a bit of cash and shot 8 new projects for my portfolio. Some were better than others, but the best part of all of this was of course the process, collaboration, and meeting new people, using my producer hat, and most of all, just loving what I do. If you have any questions about the process, the madness, the logistics, leave a comment below and I'll hit you right back. Also, I'm now offering one-on-one sessions that you can book directly through my Calendly link. Link is in the description and can be found on my Instagram. We can talk about shoot preps, client requests, retouching, anything photo or video related. I'm an open book. Thank you guys for watching. My name's Corey Vanderploeg at Corey Photo on Instagram and all other socials. Happy shooting.